Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Get the fuck off of me! Get the fuck off of me!
I'm not
you little
touching
bitch!
I'm not touching you!
Fucking bitch! All of you get in the fucking tubs. Get in the tubs, every one of you. So what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now?
Sir,
every one of you get in the tubs. Get in the tubs. Get in the tubs. Shut up. There is no respect. Get in the tubs. You are going home. Oh, no, you're not. Sit down. You're not going to the fucking water. They're all going to the water. They're all going to the water. You're fucking done. You're fucking done.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jay from the JCast Podcast coming at you with another video. First off, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers that joined. We really appreciate it. And we are working hard to give you guys new content, relevant content, interesting content, and also content that we actually know something about or a little something about. So, you know, some people who want us to talk about certain things that we don't know nothing about, we don't talk about it because we don't know much about it. And even if we did research it and I guess looked it up, it still wouldn't be enough to give you guys what we feel is a relevant opinion. So, you know, unless it's something that we really know about or we're interested in, at the very least, we'd make a video on it. But I want to talk about what I'm hearing is called the Modern Day Night Project. So for those of you guys who don't know, the Modern Day Night Project is what seems to be a 3-day excursion made for men, in which a guy will pay $18,000 to get what could only be described as a boot camp / Navy SEALs experience. And the idea behind that, according to what we know, is that it's supposed to build you up, build your character, build bonds with your comrades, make you a better man, push you to the limits that you didn't know you can be pushed to, and then I guess you learn something about yourself. I'm not entirely sure.
Look at each other. Look to your left and to your right. More than 60% of you will not be here fucking Friday. I guarantee it. And I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure that you earn the right to be here every fucking second. Because I see in your fucking eyes that most of you don't fucking belong here. And I'll be damned, I'll take this fucking knife off my fucking waist and carve this fucking tattoo off my fucking hand before I let any of you fucking bitches show up here on Friday for the graduation. I see it in your fucking eyes already. Your fucking souls are mine.
I'm not entirely sure how much you can do that in 3 days. But I guess 3 days will feel extra long if the pain is enough, and then you bond like that. I'm not sure. The real problem, there's a couple of problems here. Number one, there are people making fun of this, right? And laughing at these guys. And these guys, they're like, oh, well, these guys are morons, quote unquote morons, and they're paying 18 grand to have some bootleg boot camp drill instructor yell and bark at you so you can feel like you could have gone to the Navy SEALs if you wanted to, or whatever the case is. I can understand that. But the other thing that they're not seeing is these guys feel like there's something wrong with them, and they feel like maybe therapy wouldn't help them, and they're trying to fix themselves, or they're trying to be better versions of themselves, and they're going to such an extent to be what they consider a better version of themselves that they're willing to pay 18 grand for some program that promises that they'll be a better version of themselves somehow. Allegedly, right? And this, you know, people make fun of them. Some of the people who make fun of them are people who are like, oh, there's no good men here, blah, blah, blah. These guys, they suck. Well, here are some guys who either acknowledge they suck internally, or they acknowledge that they suck, or that they're not the best version they can be externally, and they're willing to pay $18,000, right? 18 grand. Because somebody promised them that they're going to be better men and better versions of themselves. Right? That should at least tell you, like, okay, there are guys willing, if they have the money, to do this. And the guys who pay this money, 18 grand, these aren't some nobodies. These aren't some guys who like, oh, I'm going to scrimp and save and really like skip a couple of meals so I can save 18 grand so I can enjoy this program. These are like well-established men who still feel like they're not the best versions of themselves they can be, and they're willing to pay 18 grand to get there.
60% you will not be here on Friday. I will make sure of it. You earn the fucking right to be here on fucking Friday night. I will cut this fucking thing off my head before I let any one of you little make it to that dinner table that don't fucking deserve the right to be here. I'll fucking make sure of it. I'm waiting out for patience.
Now, the other side of this, the more, I guess, critical side of this, is that this is somewhat like only friends, right? In which you tell the guy, hey, pay me, or when the females tell the guys, hey, pay me, okay, and you'll get X, Y, and Z, or you'll get another thing that makes you feel like more of a man, right? And I think the Modern Day Night Project, from what I've seen, is a slight step above OF, right? I think it's still something that's trying to take money away from men by promising them something, that that they can become more man, or they can become more complete by doing this or that, or you got to spend 18 grand to do this. And look, if you want to spend 18 grand and you want to do that and you feel like you're getting something out of that, good for you. But for other guys who feel like they want to do that, let me tell you this, man. If you want to feel like a bit of more of a complete man, do charity, help in your local food banks, help in your local churches, food pantries, do community outreach. There's a million other things that you can do that makes you feel like you're contributing immediately, right away, and for the greater good, and it's not 18 grand or $9.95 a month for somebody's OF. You want to feel like a complete man. Really consider that before you spend 18 grand on this, right? And for the people making fun of this, for the people laughing at this, for the people saying, these guys are dorks, or whatever they want to call it, understand this. These guys want to continue to improve, and they think, right or wrong, they think that this is the way to improve. They think that this is the way that they're going to be like, oh, if I do this, I'm going to reach that next level of manhood, and I'm going to become a better man. And, that's something that we can at least be like, hey, look, at least they're trying. Don't do that. You shouldn't spend 18 grand. But men, it's not that men aren't trying. There are men who are trying. Some of them are really in the wrong direction, you can say. But I think, look, if we could extend grace to women who have quote unquote father issues or daddy issues, and they fell in the trap and are doing friends or whatever, OF, I don't even know if you could say that on YouTube, and they're doing that, and we could say, oh no, you deserve better than that. You shouldn't do this. You should, you should stop, and you should do X, Y, and Z. And we should be saying that, right? If we can extend grace to them, then we can extend grace to guys who want to be better men, who want to contribute more to society, and they think that spending 18 grand on this 3-day thing is going to help them do that. All right? But let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe.